Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Lunchtime. Okay, I like to eat the same thing for lunch pretty much. Is this visible? Every single day. Maybe I can get a little closer. Let me see. Sometimes the close-up is really bad. Okay, so I have 3 pieces of Walmart bread. I find it to be good. It's about 84 cents a piece. I used to eat hamburgers every single day from McDonald's, but since the pandemic, I've just been having lunch meat and cheese. Any kind of meat and cheese sandwich is good enough. I could make this other half peanut butter and jam. That's a good combination with your meat and cheese sandwich too. That's what I used to send my son to school. A meat and cheese sandwich and a half a peanut butter and brown sugar sandwich. With the hamburger and brown sugar, I just put butter, peanut butter, and a little brown sugar because I figured he was less likely to get too much, or it could be jam, too much sugar. You know, kids can get awfully hyper. Then you get those calls, Mrs. Stone. Oh, what? What? One of the teachers told me, you give your son the fur-lined glove and you should give him the metal fist. I thought, save that for your own kid, lady. Her issues were minor. Okay, and this is really great cheese. Tonight, I'm going to make some cheese enchiladas and refried beans. Every night doesn't have to be meat, especially if you're eating, you know, meat and cheese sandwiches for lunch. It was always my opinion that kids will act like kids. And a lot of times what they will do is they will select a good kid to make an example out of, which, believe me, I did not appreciate. Those were the good old days. Mom, my son turned out really good. I must have been doing something right, you know. Okay, I'm just going to add lettuce to my sandwiches. So I'm not going to be starving. I told you guys the story about the guy who was literally starving. And he got himself a meat and cheese sandwich and a small fruit or a small vegetable at the park. And he was able to get by. And in time, he came out of the starvation. At the time, I thought he was a drug addict. But I also think he was starving, literally, which is really a bad thought. So you have to be careful when you're quick to judge. You know, the person could be doing drugs, and then, you know, I have some carrots, so I will have these. They could be doing drugs, but they could also be starving. So I have a few carrots, not too heavy on the carrots. And then what I like to eat is chips and dip. Let's see, which dip do I have? Oh, this is a good one. This is the Walmart dip. I have the good stuff. So you can get by on that lunch. I hope everyone is being careful with their money, and I hope everyone is being careful not to pick up the illness. So, you know, this will get me through until dinner time. All right, look, some stuff sprouted. So I don't know what that one is. I don't know what any of them are, but they have started to sprout. So I'm encouraged. I'm going to try to plant a little garden. And one of the things that I do when I'm at home is I buy Diet Pepsi for $1. So all together, I buy the big packages of turkey and ham at Walmart. I find them to be good. All right, now I want to move the camera back because I have some stuff to tell you guys. Okay, so remember our discussion this morning about being very careful with your money. So I was really a little bit too low on chicken. So I bought this chicken for $5 at Walmart. I find it to be good. You get about 20 servings per container. It says 14. But it was $4.76, I think. And then I had to get a couple things. They had the good flavors of sausage, cheddar, and jalapeno. So these were $2. So I usually eat a half of one. So that would be $1 per portion. So that was $9. See how it might be a better option than eating out one hamburger. And you know, sometimes when you're very, very hungry, it's just better to spend your $9. But if you make your sandwich the night before and you have stuff on hand, generally it's better to watch your money all the time. I noticed, like with, you know, I'm always griping about my friend, not intentionally, it's just things I noticed. We would go out and I would always buy the $1 hamburger. I don't even know if they have those anymore. And then she would always order like meals, which are expensive. So, you know, these habits make a big difference. So today I was at 99 cents only, and what I was looking for is rubber gloves. And so I bought this makeup. The lipstick is okay, but what I really need is lip liners, and I need terracotta. And my lipstick broke, and once it breaks, it just falls. And I bought one of these for $1. And I bought one conditioner for $1. And then what I really needed is hairspray. And I find that the 99 cent only brand has big containers. So I got the hairspray for $1 because I dropped mine and it won't spray out. Okay, so last night I didn't do a video because I had some scrambled eggs and a bagel. And then I had cream of wheat with applesauce. And I buy the applesauce. They're little now. I had these in the stockpile. I also like to eat that on pancakes or waffles. Still on the search for a cheap waffle maker. Okay, so now let's talk about why some people have more money. Okay, in the salons. There were people in the salons that felt they owed themselves at least 1 month, a whole month of vacation, or at the least a cruise for $1,000. And if there was a husband and wife, that was $40 per week for $2,000 cruise. And so, you know, then it was said that I was lucky. Well, while they were on the cruise or the vacation, I was working. So $40 is minimal, but think about it. $40 is your food money. And then, you know, this stimulus, I think it was, when you added everything up, it was $2,600, and that was $50 a week grocery money. So everyone was given enough money for groceries for a year, in theory. So the cruise and the vacation thing is kind of an issue. I used to work in salons where they would just, like, for no discernible reason, take off 3 days. Well, I'm tired of working. Well, what about on payday? So, okay, and then one I was working with, and her car was pretty bad, but she leased a new car, and of course she lost it. And then the one with the cruise and the one with the car, they would go out for dinner after work like buddies, a couple times a week. So you figure that was $20. So you guys saw my $2.50 a day, and this is dirt cheap. And then tonight I'm going to have a nice dinner. Okay, so now I want to show you something. Here's one of the things I sell. Okay, this is a really, really pretty litho. I don't know if it's showing good. Anyway, if you can see, here is like a curtain open. And you know, there's the Blessed Mother. And this is a signed litho. This is the kind of work my ex-husband used to do. And these are not, this is very heavy. I would sell this for $100, but not on eBay because it's very heavy to ship. So now, a couple nights ago, I had this dream, and it was like that curtain, and it opened up, and it was like fire. It was like hell, and I went, whoa. And I heard one time someone said a hand reached out, took their hand and yanked them into hell, but they got back out, and then they were sorry and they repented for their sins. Okay, for that, something like that to happen, you know, it'd have to be a pretty grievous sin, because basically you're taken to hell when you're in this life, and then you're allowed to come back. But unfortunately, I think some people will go, that is wacky. Where do you come up with this stuff? I don't believe this. I think some people are yanked into hell. They don't come back, and there is a demon in their body. You'll see them like when they're caught with really doing bad things, they are not the least bit upset. Why? Because it's not the person. And I even heard a story about someone who was shot, and they said, you shot me, so you shot me. Well, that was the demon. Okay, so now I was looking at my litho. Let me see if I can give you another. This is actually very beautiful, actually. I would say this was somewhere in South America. Okay. And who do you think these kids are? The kids are probably Catholics. These abandoned kids are probably Catholics. And so they say in the end of time, there's going to be a persecution of Christians. A Catholic is a Christian. And children, you know, this is really unthinkable. And there's been no word from the Pope or anybody. And the judgments will come if these children are, some are insinuating these children are going to the cartel, straight to trafficking. So, I think what we're going to see is we're going to see some hideous judgments. Some shocking stuff is going to happen. But what I'm doing is I'm being very careful with all of my money so that I get through in one piece, no matter what happens. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.